Hello there, I'm Dr. Justice. Please come in. I won't bite. Please have a seat. So what brings you in here today? In your own words, go ahead and explain your symptoms to me. Okay. So you're saying that you've had an improbably high number of encounters with Yanderes? How very interesting. I would have thought that even one would be improbable. Well, what makes you so certain that they were Yanderes? And please provide specific examples. I see. So you said your home was broken into several times. How many times in specific? 13. 13 times. Oh, you poor thing. If you don't mind me asking, do you live in a bad neighborhood? Not particularly? Well, that's good. And you're sure these weren't normal break-ins? Like people trying to steal a TV or something? What was taken from you, if anything? Go on. Okay, so after the break-ins you noticed articles of clothing gone missing. Especially dirty ones. As well as used toothbrushes and even combs. Oh, there's more? They left you items as well? Oh, don't tell me. Love letters? Chocolate? Oh dear, both. You didn't eat the chocolate, did you? And what happened when you rejected the chocolate? More and more aggressive letters. Oh dear, that's horrible. And you're sure you want to come to a doctor and not the police? Oh, you did inform the police. And they said they don't mess with Yanderes? That's outrageous. The police should be protecting you. Did you take any precautions to secure your home after any of these break-ins? Nothing that worked. That is unfortunate. So, were there any other specific events pertaining to Yanderes that you can tell me about? What? You were kidnapped? But how did they kidnap you? Really? Someone was offering free CDs out of the back of a white van and you just followed them in. Are you... Okay, you know what? Never mind. Keep it professional, June. You just have to last a little longer. Okay, so you were kidnapped, but then how were you here? How did you escape? I thought the police wouldn't touch Yanderes with a 10-foot pole. Don't tell me you're actually a vigilante or a superhero or something. What? Oh my god. Okay, so let me get this straight. While you were kidnapped, another Yandere tried kidnapping you from the first Yandere. And while they were fighting, you escaped. Just walked right out the door. That's actually far from the most ridiculous thing I've heard so far today, so yeah, I believe you. I still don't know how else you would still be around here in front of me. Now, has anyone else in your family ever had a history with Yanderes? Oh, your mother was a Yandere. My condolences. Oh, I mean, I'm sure she's a wonderful mother. Never mind. Sorry. Your father still can't leave the house? Oh no, that's so tragic. That poor man. Well, on the bright side, I do think I can offer you a diagnosis. What you have is known as Yandere attraction syndrome. It's more common than you might think. Essentially, you attract Yanderes like bees to honey, and you can even evoke Yandere-like sentiments in what would otherwise have been completely normal people. Certain genetic factors can greatly increase one's risk of contracting this illness. Judging by what you've told me, I'd say that your father has it as well, and he passed it on to you on the genes that put you at risk. Now, the bad news is that currently there is no known cure. But the good news is that there is a course of treatment we can take to help mitigate your symptoms. But the worst news is that it seems as though you have the second most severe form of the disease, type 7. Just for reference, the weakest form, type 1, might only result in being stalked. Type 2 might result in getting sniffed while you sleep. Type 8, the worst type? Well, it's believed to have been the cause of the Trojan War, actually. Isn't history fascinating? I actually wrote my thesis on Helen of Troy. And as for your type, type 7, well, how do I say this? Yeah, people are gonna die. Hey, some probably already have. Oh, but don't worry, it's not like you killed them. Directly, anyway. But I'm not here to get into moral philosophy. Oh, don't cry. Here, would you like a lollipop? I usually save it for children, but you look like you could use any pick-me-up you can get. It's sugar-free. Good. Now tell me, how is your social life? Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you here. Despite the risk factors being primarily genetic, type 7 Yandere attraction syndrome is highly contagious. Since you already know about the symptoms, I'm sure you can figure out why that is so dangerous. Oh, fun fact, in some countries those who suffer the disease are killed on sight. But don't worry, we live in a civilized society. You'll just have to be under strict quarantine for the rest of your life. Oh, don't cry. Lollipop? There you go. Really, it's not so bad. Other than the crippling isolation. And the institution food. And the lack of funding at containment facilities. And potential abuse by faculty. Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad. Another lollipop? You know what, take 'em all. It's probably the last tease and treat you'll ever have. Unless you'd like me to get you out of it? Save you from what essentially amounts to solitary confinement for the crime of having bad luck. And being devilishly attractive. Alright, don't tell anyone you have the disease. Just pretend you came in for a fever or something. Or a bruise you thought was actually a horrifying skin condition. Just go home. After work, I can come pick you up. Then I'll take you to my house. I have a nice basement. It's got a mini fridge, air hockey, a gaming PC, and it's not moldy at all. You'll be safe if you stay there. I'm a specialist. You'll always have me to talk to. I can get you any food you want, not that dog food they serve at the asylum. I mean, containment facility or whatever. I won't even keep you in ropes. Just one little chain around one of your legs, just one. It'll be long enough to move around the basement, but not leave it. It'll be like your own little paradise. And mine as well. Of course I'm a yandere for you, silly. Who do you think wrote those letters? I write like I talk. I thought you'd have noticed the connection. Boy, you really should have paid more attention to me. Well, you'll have lots of time for that when you're mine. So what do you say? Not that you have a choice, because the sedative in those lollipops should be kicking your ass right about now. I don't take chances after all. Oh, just think about what we can do when we get home. Maybe I can interest you in some free CDs. Metal? We could broaden your horizons. Oh, the possibilities. Now let's hurry up and get you home, so I can begin your treatment. Darling.